short skirts, bird skirts. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. That's like the best fucking written pop song in the fucking last 20 years.
Rome, what's that?
The best thing about being a woman. It just sticks in your head. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Total reaction. Short skirts, sport skirts. Ooh, oh, oh, oh.
Shania.
Yeah, Shania.
She was married to Mutt Lange. Mutt Lange, the producer,
Yeah, I've heard that.
historic perfectionist, like one of the most hardest dudes to work for in the studio because everything had to be fucking perfect.
Harder than Van Morrison and Prince?
Yeah. Like,
damn.
Thanks. I'm going to pop it in one of these. I'm going to Laura McKnight this.
You said that last week. What is that?
Well, at this point, it makes my buddy Beach Ball laugh. It's my buddy Mike McKnight's wife, Laura. They came out to my gig at Barnaby's Westchester like a month or so ago, and mid-conversation, she pulls out a tin of Zins and tucks one upper lip.
She does?
And I almost fell out of my stool. I thought it was so funny. And she's such a sweetheart. She was like, what? She's like, no, like I used to smoke and now I don't anymore, so I do this. And I go, yeah, but you just went top lip? She's like, yeah, I think you're supposed to.
You're supposed to.
She was so sweet,
I actually looked that up on
casual
Google.
about it.
Yeah, I looked that up on Google because I obviously like I think things like before I do them, like I thought about them. And I've literally in that fashion of thinking things before I do them. You would think I would make better decisions.
You would think. It
Yes.
sounds calculated.
It sounds calculated, but I thought about it to the point where I'll Google it and make sure I'm doing it right, like the top lip thing. But I even did that as a young tyke. I took guitar lessons in second grade. I was right-handed. I'm a right-handed guy. I'm right-handed in sports and everything.
How did the left come about?
Because
Everyone wants to know.
I thought about it for 6 months. I wanted to play the drums, and I begged my dad for
You
drums.
can play drums a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, I have a beat or two. But I thought about it, and I thought I was getting drunk. And my dad was like stewing in his brain, like, how do I get him off? He didn't want the noise at the house. So
smart.
he's like, how do I get it? And he's like, I'll get him a guitar. And
But how do I make it as hard as possible for him to jam with people?
Well,
Let's teach him lefty.
he didn't have anything to do with that. But in my mind, once he kind of convinced me guitar, I'm like, okay, Uncle Spike's got a guitar, and he'll give it
Uncle
to you.
Spike. Shout out Uncle Spike.
Uncle Spike, yeah, it was his guitar that got me started. But I thought about it in my head for about 3 to 6 months before I got it. And in my head, as I pictured myself doing it, my dominant hand was doing what I thought was the hard, important stuff. So by the time I picked it up, it was already my dominant hand doing the fretboard stuff.
Yeah.
It makes sense
It
if
does
you look at it
make
like
sense.
that, because that's kind of like your more important hand playing guitar.
It makes sense. If you stop long enough to think about it, and if you have no direction on how to start, you'd be like, okay, the one hand on the fretboard looks like it's doing the weird shit.
Yeah.
That should be
That's
the
what I
hand
thought
with
about.
the most dexterity.
That's
and
what I thought
coordination.
about for months.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so like I basically thought myself.
It's weird how it is the other way around. I can't do anything with my left hand.
Yeah, but
like,
you can do. Yeah, that's wild to me. Like even when I tried to play right-handed, I'm like, wow, your left hand's doing. How can you get that your fingers to move like that? But even at that age, I thought about it and analyzed and thought myself and second guessed myself and was probably hard on myself about like thinking that.
Probably harder. You have a high level of excellence. That standard that you hold yourself to.
Yeah, right. I never reach it, but I'm very hard on myself. But yeah, I talked myself into a lifetime of more expensive guitars, less guitars to choose from.
Yeah.
You know?
The lefties are always more expensive.
Always
than rights.
more expensive.
The music store never has them in stock.
They only have real cheap ones or real high-end ones. There's no like middle of the road $1,000 ones. You know, it's tough to find those ones, but you can either find like that high level, like this is like a $3,000, $4,000 guitar, or there's a $150 guitar.
I'd go as far as to say if you are left-handed, then you should still learn right-handed.
Most lefties do play. Andrew Mann, who
It just opens up a whole world.
Right.
It's so isolating to be a left-handed guitar player.
Yeah, you're on your own. You're on your own. And
All by
myself. And I learned that the hard way in Seattle when I forgot my guitar.
Yeah. Especially with your track record of forgetting guitars. If you were a righty, life would be a lot easier.
A lot easier. I would have found a guitar that day and played the gig. I'm fucking up, man, with my gigs. Like even today, like I double booked.
We're going to talk about this.
Yeah, I double booked them, and I had to call and
You called me. I was at dinner.
Yeah, I called half. I'm like, I feel horrible. I'm like, this is awful, because I double checked. They double checked a couple days ago, and I was like, yeah, everything's good.
Smart, professional.
They were, and then I'm like, absolutely. And then finally, I only start looking at my gigs like Wednesday for the weekend of.
Yeah.
And then I look, I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I fucking did it again. And these aren't people. Like,
You're a very in-demand guy.
Yeah.
Very in demand. And I find that you do that a lot. Like you say yes to everything without checking your calendar.
You know why?
Because you're a man of the people.
It's a little bit that.
It's a lot that.
It is, but it's also like a people pleasing thing. Like even Like, I remember you told me back in the day when we were in Thug Folk, you were like, you overheard like somebody come up to me and they were so, can you play this? And I said, yeah. And then you kind of looked at me after they went away like, dude, we don't play that. You know, I'm like, dude, she was so happy. And I just wanted to say yes, because she's probably not going to be here anyway in an hour or two. And we'll just say that we played it later. And I remember you looking at me like, why do you go through all that mental gymnastics? Why don't you just
Coming from me, that's a lot.
Yeah. Why don't you just tell the truth and just say no? But I can't stop the happiness. Like I'll put myself in these positions where I got to call and make things worse just to be happy in the moment.
I'm too comfortable saying no these days.
Yeah, you're tough. You're
I'm confrontational.
Yeah, you're confrontational.
I was setting up at Barnaby's Westchester the other day, and I come through the back, and it's packed, and already it's too many people. I almost drive away because it's too many people. Yeah. I'm becoming more autistic as time goes on.
Yeah, you always had it. You were always nicked by it.
Yeah,
but
crowds, loud noises now are troubling to me. I get there, it's packed, and someone goes, you about to play live? And I almost shot right back and said, no, I'm going to fucking lip sync to pre-recorded music. I'm so pissed off.
Yeah, just pissed off for no reason.
I was like, yeah. He was like, you excited? I'm like, nah.
I get that question. I'm never excited.
He goes, yeah, you don't seem like it. And I didn't even answer. And at one point, I'm about to start. I took really long breaks and played short sets. And I'm about to go back on, and these two girls approach me. And the one goes, I play some guitar, and in my head, I'm fucking rolling eyes hard, but I got shades on. Yeah. I wore shades because I didn't want to make eye contact with anybody. I wanted to isolate.
Written all over your face. Yeah,
I wanted to isolate, and I was like, oh, cool. And I know she goes, can I play I can play Blackbird. Can I play it on your guitar?
Whoa. She goes, you would think she could play Blister in the Sun or something. She could play Blackbird.
I said no. And she goes, I actually respect that you said no. I go, yeah. I mean, come on. Like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
She goes, can you play Blackbird? I said, yeah. And of course, I fucking pull it off. I go, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Watch me.
Yeah, you do.
Watch me.
Yeah. But you can be, you can be intimidating.
And then she kicked my beer over. Then like went to like do something to pick it up and like knocked something else over. And I went, please stop. Just please stop. I'll fix it. Just please stop. Just please go away. I had it. And she just walked away.
Dude.
Cute girl too.
Yeah, you could have got laid, no doubt.
No doubt.
Speaking of autism,
I think I hit myself with a little bit of cologne that day too.
Did you?
Just I came across it in my console and just went.
I've been wearing cologne again.
Yeah?
Yeah, just in the last month or two. You know, I'm trying to spice back up, get my groove back.
Are we talking like Old Spice body spray or are we talking actual cologne?
I think it's cool.
Actual oil de toilette.
It's like cool water, like something good that and it was I had it on the shelf for like a couple of years and I'm just like, yeah, I'll start again.
Cool water might not even be hot anymore because it just might smell like their dads. You know?
I don't even know if it's cool water. It's something with Polo. It's Polo Blue or something like that.
I mean, it's name brand.
Yeah,
it's design. It's designer.
It's name brand.
Yeah, rest assured, it's designer.
Yeah. But speaking of autism, I played guitar for my autistic cousin today. First time in a while. I used to do
I'm not going to make jokes. Tell me how.
No, this is my real autistic cousin.
And I'm really not going to make jokes.
No.
How'd it go?
It was great. He knew I was there. He was in the other room. He didn't want to come down, but at the end he came down. Yeah.
We might need a little bit of background. Is he nonverbal?
Nonverbal, yeah.
Okay.
Nonverbal. He's like 37, 38.
Sweet.
But, he knew I was there. And it was cool.
He doesn't interact?
Yeah, he'll interact, but not
we're not poking fun at him.
Not verbally.
But he knows that you're there,
yeah.
Or he might know, like he might not come into the room. Is he really withdrawn?
Yeah, he's withdrawn. Yeah,
I'm aspiring to be him.
Yeah. It's actually not a bad. I'm like, oh man,
I'm like right behind.
You don't have to. Yeah, you can just chill.
In other words, can you introduce me and can I study him for a week or two because it's like right where I want to be.
Yeah, I can hook it up. That's
for fucking awesome, man.
For sure. I'm going to start doing that more often. And actually, I have a day left of work off for the year. Then I got 4 months left to go, but it's like a community service day. Like you can't just, it's not a day off. You got to have you got to do something for YMCA or something. And I already got the okay from HR that I can play, like it's called some type of music therapy. Is that, and I can do that for my cousin, and I can do that as like days off. So I can like chop up those 12 hours. And
it's great that you really don't have to.
No. I'll go for half an hour and you know, but it'll count.
I was there for 12 hours.
Where?
You could say that. They don't fucking know. Why would you have to tell your work what you're doing on your off time though?
No, exactly. Yeah. And this is a day where I'm sure I'll have to get a signature from the company, but my sister's company is, special education company.
Don't get into my business outside of work.
No, I never would do that.
That's in bold at the top of my resume. My jagged
don't even talk
with many
work
gaps.
unless you bring it up.
So you've had 10 jobs in the last 8 years.
Dude, our resumes.
And what's with the bold letters that don't worry about what I'm doing outside of work? Why is that at the top of your resume?
That's what was so hard.
That's my cover letter.
With me, like getting jobs like later in life, it was like, dude, I played music from the time I graduated college. The weekend after I graduated college, I was at the Lagoon that night in my first band. And for 20 some years after that, I played music, made good money. I mean, for years there, I was playing 5-6 gigs a week. And then, you know, as it got to the point where I saw generations of people passing me, like not only were my friends out anymore, but it was like their kids out. And I'm like, oh man, I'm like, I don't have any health insurance. So in my late 30s, come around 40, it came time to like get jobs and like making resumes and shit. I was like, dude, how do I fluff this up? I'm like, I never had a real job. Like booking doesn't count.
Yeah. Although there are some really transferable skills.
Oh, I got some life skills. Yeah.
Organizational.
I can read people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know when they don't have the money.
It just doesn't translate.
It just doesn't
We have
translate.
great skills, but it doesn't
Exactly.
translate to like.
Yeah. It doesn't, they're not employable skills.
If we were somehow famous for music and like we had the money where we were just free blowing in the wind artists.
Yeah.
Then it would be fine, but we're not. And like we have to like try to fit ourselves into this mold of like day jobs.
Yeah.
And we're just not those people.
No.
I mean, I'll
like
speak for myself.
even now, like as I said, I'm getting better at the mechanical and I am, but
And we're proud of you for that.
Yeah, yep, and I know you are, and I get the balloons and stuff you send every week.
Yeah.
But it's still not me. And now I'm in a predicament because there's
It's called masking.
I'm masking.
I've learned in therapy.
I'm basically I'm putting on a front, you know, to get paid, and I get paid well. But now I get I just got offered like another job opportunity, and it's the same money and all that, and with an opportunity to go higher. But for the first time in a long time, I'm in something steady to where like I'm getting a weekly good paycheck and like, you know, time off, health. Am I going to leave that for something that is a better life? I mean, it is more suited for me. It's, sales and dealing with people and stuff. It's like, it's a tough position because once again, I'm in a position where I give up something steady and go back to the unknown. And I'm not good with the unknown. I need structure.
Yeah,
like
I need structure.
Yeah, for me to succeed, you need to tell me I got to be there at 6 or whatever
and
time.
I have no structure.
Yeah, I don't have any structure. So if you give me no structure on top of my natural no structure, dude, it's a recipe for disaster. But you know, if it could be something good, but I just don't know if I can do it because I can't count on anymore what could be stuff. I need a steady fucking, you're here then and you get paid this day.
Stay with what's steady.
Yeah, you know
I took
me.
a leap of faith a few years ago and kind of wish I would have stayed. It was steadier.
It was steadier, yeah. And this one
I was like, just bet on yourself. You can do this.
But I bet on myself.
Bet on yourself.
I bet on myself before and I fucking lose.
Yeah, dude.
So I think it's, you know,
I believe in you. Don't read me wrong. I believe in you.
What's good for me are parameters to just go to a job and then do your outside stuff, your creative stuff that make you outside of that. But keep the thing that structure. But if you're doing something where it's all on you to like create and all that, like I will find the easy way.
Yes.
And then I'll also find the way to shortcut it.
Yeah.
And if you've got and if you got to a job where you clock in, sure, you can shortcut, but you're still getting paid those hours you clocked in. Like it's not all on you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am leaning in the other direction of, I can't do it, but you know, can I do what I do now every day of my life? At some point they're going to be like, you know, I'm going to be put to the test at some point because I feel now like I get jobs where like I mount TVs and I put together like shelves and doors and all that, but it might get to a point where it's like something more and I'm not up to snuff. Do they call me out then and then call me in and say it's not like working out? And then I could have had something. So it is a tough spot. Well, because I could succeed in this other spot, you know, on my personal talents. You know, I could bring them into my work, but this one I don't have any personal talents in, but I have a structure.
That might be what you need. That might be it.
I think so. What do you think, HT? How you doing over there?
Is that mic on?
Yeah, oh, sweet. No, hold on. He's rolling tonight.
Is it on?
Are we on?
He's on.
It's on now. There we go.
Great.
Hey, it works. Look at that. It's amazing. So I'm doing good. I think you have to just follow your heart, but if you also say you can't follow structure, I mean,
yeah.
Follow the structure, then your heart. Second.
I mean,
Father Denny. What should I do, pal?
Well, fellas,
Mike,
fellas,
You always
I think
you always steered me right.
whenever I needed to make a decision, I would lean up against that dryer, Michael.
Yeah, when Father, I tell you that story.
Yeah.
When Father Denny, he told me sometimes when I have a good time, Michael. For whatever reason, I was in the fucking monastery basement cleaning something by the washer and dryer.
Yeah, for some reason, that's how they get you.
But I was down there, and then like Father Denny came down the steps, and he was like, Michael, and the dryer was on her, and sometimes I rub up against the dryer for a good time, and I kind of giggled. That was the same time he gave me a cigarette. Yeah.
What a different world.
Yeah, when we came back upstairs, like, Michael, do you indulge? And I was like, I didn't smoke, but I was like, absolutely not turning it down. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we were in like the back patio, and we smoked a butt.
And now you're at a case of Zins a week now. Jeez.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed that I quit. But
I'm about to buy my own.
I haven't had a cigarette.
Velo. That's what.
Velo.
I wanted to buy them, but I didn't know what they were called, and I didn't want to hold up the line at Wawa going.
Yeah, they're the same.
Give me the 9 milligram
They're the same
one.
thing as Zin, but my guy at work told me that Zins don't last as long. So that's all you got to tell me. You know, I need something that's last 45 minutes.
Oh, quick shout out to Kyle Casey. He emailed us and
good old Kyle Casey, St. Joe's, Collingdale.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so make sure you're writing into
Is he
our
the guy
email.
from Finland?
No, that's Matt Pizzetto. Matt Pizzetto wrote in too, and he said he
Yes.
loves the show. And if you're looking at the statistics, the person listening from Finland is me.
Yeah, whatever that name I butchered.
So shout out,
I'm
Matty-
so
Matty
sorry
B.
I messed up that name, but I couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah, we've gotten some emails lately from people checking it out. We want to thank everybody listening out there. It means a lot to us. And the show's getting out a little bit further than I think we even thought.
Yeah.
Because I'll get a text once in a while, say, hey, like, I love the show, or like maybe something random that we mentioned about something that somebody was at or a party they were at or whatever. But yeah, people are listening, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, you and I, there's a good chance that you or me were at every party in the last 20 years.
Did a lot of partying.
Yeah, we did.
Not much studying.
We were like two guys that, like, if you sum us up, like, we were the last, you know how like you got shore houses and stuff, like out of high school and through college, like you get shore houses with your friends.
Yeah.
You and I were the last to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the guys, like,
I'd be rocking on Adderall, and I'd be like, why is everyone going to bed? They'd be like, dude, it's fucking 4:30 in the morning.
Like, remember,
turn techno off, dude.
yeah.
Like, turn it fucking off. It's 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I had a big ecstasy phase for like 2 years, and I would listen to "Do You Think You're Better Off
I love that
Alone?"
one. My favorite. Every day and every night.
Oh, dude, I'd be grooving on that shit.
Always dreamed of you all by.
Yeah, that was fun. But the guys
I'll
like,
fly
all right, we
with
got you. We got you, pal. You're a singer. Cooey, our buddy, like he was like the first one, like at 22, 23, that was like, no, the work,
Cooey.
yeah, jobs have started.
Yeah.
I have a job now, not doing the shore house. So to sum us up, like we were the guys in our mid 20s, like, yo, we doing it again this year? And everyone's like, nah. And then we'd peel away. So I ended up getting houses with like bartenders and stuff that I didn't even know. Like
That's
from,
the move.
Yeah, from like DOD and La Costa. I would end
Perennial
up,
teenagers.
I would just get like a one-man thing in their houses so I could keep the party going.
And when you're really like holding on by a thread, the move is like, oh yeah, he comes down Tuesday and then leaves Thursday. And then he plays gigs back at home, but he's down for the week.
Yeah, I was a weak
when
guy.
everyone isn't around.
I was a weak guy. But, you know, hey, we got some story. We got stories to show for it. You know, when it's all said and done and we're on our deathbed taking our last gasps,
Yeah.
we'll be like, all right, we did it.
Yeah.
At some
I
point,
might not
though,
have a pot to piss in, but I fucking partied pretty hard.
that's one of my favorite fucking old dad lines. He doesn't have a pot
I
to
rocked
piss in.
Keenan's in 2004.
Yeah, not a pot to piss in.
I think I'm 43 years old. I think in my future, I've said this in the last couple of years, I feel that I have like a big change coming up. I don't know if it's going to be like vegetarian or something, but something that totally separates the first part of my life.
Trans-curious.
Yeah, maybe that. Maybe I do transition finally.
Probably.
But something that like is like, whoa, like that was that Mike and this is this Mike. It's coming up because I've lived, you know, this life where I could just get a pizza on the way home for years. Like at some point I want to kind of transition, and I'm also starting to think of maybe fatherhood. I mean, I gotta find like a missus and all that, or like a lady, but I've never dated under my age either. So that's going to be weird. I dated one girl for like a month. I was 35. She was 25 and she was awesome, but I hanging out with her, it it wasn't motherly enough. Like I don't like.
Oh, you need that aspect.
Yes, I wasn't. I felt like I was the adult, and I was like, oh no, this don't work for me. I need to feel like she's my mom too.
I need to feel sheltered. I need to feel safe.
I need to feel safe.
safe.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's how I feel. Like I don't think I feel that way. Like obviously not sexually or anything, but I feel like I do need that care and wisdom of somebody a little bit older than me.
I just need a nice shoulder to lie on.
Yeah. Or somebody like, oh, this is what's going on in my life. Tell me it'll be better. Tell me it'll all be better.
You're supposed to be my rock.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Yeah. I've never been the rock. And when I saw that relationship kind of leaning to where I was the rock and for advice, I'm like, this ain't good. I'm not going to send this girl down the wrong path. So I remember I was sick and she made me soup and all that. She was really awesome. And I remember like,
that's so hot.
Yeah. Like calling her and being like, I think we'd rather just be friends. Which was totally cool. She was cool about that too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, totally.
I'm actually with someone else. Yeah, exactly. I'm hanging out with.
I didn't even think we were exclusive. So I'm like, fuck, you didn't?
Yeah. I'm at Academy Park's basketball practice right now. The boys about to finish up.
The boys. Oh yeah, but that's my life.
My lift just dropped me off. I took a lift here.
Really?
Yeah. I went out to dinner. You called me. I was at a restaurant, and I'm not going to badmouth the restaurant. The service was excruciatingly slow. And it took an hour for the food to come out. And so at that point, I had like 3-4 beers and then just kept it rocking. And I thought of all
Who are you out with? Friends? Family?
Family? Neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah. And I thought
I can give you a ride home.
Great.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that.
It was an Asian gentleman that drove me over here. And so he starts going.
Why does that matter?
It doesn't. His navigation starts speaking Chinese. And I go, oh, what language is that? He goes, Chinese. I go, oh, is it like Mandarin? He goes, yeah, Mandarin. Then it just stopped
there.
It stopped there, and that's we didn't speak for the rest of the 15 minutes. And as we got closer here, I'm like, by the way, the conversation just died off. Does he think that I'm like not cool with him being Chinese in my country? Yeah,
like you were like,
what's that? What's that noise?
You supported like the other side, like whatever Mandarin's like rival is.
Cantonese.
What's like
that?
Whoa, he's heavy in
Mandarin.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a Lyft or. Why do you do Lyft and not Uber?
I haven't gotten either in over a year. But the last time I think I went either or, I think Lyft was a couple bucks cheaper. I don't know. And I just went for it tonight. I didn't even like shop prices tonight. It's really not a thing. Yeah. You know.
So an hour long for a fucking wait?
Yeah. It's a restaurant that I'm not going to name them. I really want them to do well.
Have I ever been there?
I don't know. I don't know everything about it. I know a lot about you, not everything.
I do try to keep where I eat very private.
Very private.
Very private about those things.
It just took way too long. And at one point, the waitress apologized.
10 p.m., 3 days a week.
More like 4 or 5.
The waitress was like,
also,
sorry,
you
we
want
have
to
a
go
10
vegetarian, too. You can just not get double sausage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sounds like the start to a raunchy video. Yeah, and the waitress at one point was like, I'm so sorry for the wait. We have a 10 top over there. And I wanted to be like, look, like I'm not like Craig Laban or I'm not a food, but like that shouldn't derail the whole operation.
Yeah.
I was the only one at the table that got an entree. Everyone else got soup and like apps. An hour.
I think those people are more cultured and seasoned. Like if you enjoy a nice soup, like
it's a really adult move.
It's an adult thing.
I was embarrassed.
Yeah. What'd you get? Like a burger and fries?
No. I got a steak.
Good.
A steak with gnocchi.
Oh, gnocchi.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was real beautiful.
Yeah, assume you're going to have a 10 top. Don't make it throw your fucking thing off.
It shouldn't throw the entire fucking operation off.
Yeah.
You know? And then look, it was a beautiful evening. You're
not complaining, yeah.
But I just thought of all the dumb nights to get pulled over nothing. It would be tonight. So you know what?
Well, so you're pretty careful. Are you careful about that? Because I still if I don't drink often, but I'll drive everywhere I go, and I don't not think about it. My DUIs are so long ago.
Historically, Mike, I haven't been careful. Would you like to read the article?
I would. Yes,
you want to read that? So I got my DUI. It's not like I got one. Well, you have to have one.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Look how my phone's black and white. I'm trying to cut my addiction.
Speaking of addiction, how the Adderall is still lit up like a pinball?
Nah, I got acclimated to it right away. It didn't do anything. I mean, I guess they help, but it doesn't. I
watched a YouTube on. It's kind of like a recovery thing where this guy, the host, is a recovery guy, and people come on and tell about their drugs and choice and how they got off. It was a lady, and she was like our age, and she was on Adderall every day, And she said how getting off of it was the worst thing she's ever experienced. I was like, wow. I wonder. I've talked to my buddy about that, and he said he never had any kind of. It didn't kill you getting off it. Like I didn't think you had like terrible withdrawal, and you were on it your whole life.
Yeah. When I first got on it, I dropped every ounce of fat that I had on me.
I
got down to like 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. You were skinny.
So we were talking about Dewey's last week, and we're cleaning out my dad's house to get it ready for
do the honors?
Yeah. And my brother found the newspaper clipping. I didn't know that anyone clipped this out, but either my dad or his wife at the time did.
R.I.P.
But he found that, and here's the article from, and Mike's going to read it to you guys.
Police drives into traffic. That's the title.
That's the heading.
That's the heading.
The headline.
Okay. A Collingdale man, like it already.
Yeah.
A Collingdale man who allegedly drove drunk waived his preliminary hearing in Brookhaven District Court. Michael McGuire, 24, of the 300 block of Sharon Avenue, is charged with DUI. Related motor vehicle violations were withdrawn. Good. I'm glad they threw that all out.
Yeah.
While a police officer was waiting to make a left turn about 11:28 p.m. November 4th at the intersection of Creek and Bridgewater Roads, McGuire drove up behind him and slammed on his brakes, making a loud skidding noise. McGuire allegedly drove in the oncoming lane of traffic and stopped, then made a right-hand turn onto Bridgewater Road like you described. Yeah. Police stopped the vehicle and approached McGuire. According to reports, McGuire allegedly said, "I'm sorry, I almost hit you. I was going too fast."
I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah, you weren't trying to. McGuire had an odor of alcohol, bloodshot eyes, and slurred speech, according to police reports. McGuire allegedly passed the alphabet sobriety test because he's fucking smart, but failed the finger to nose. How did he fail that?
T-Rex
You stumble.
Yeah, your arms are short.
Yeah.
He was given a portable breath test with results greater than the legal limit, according to police reports. Dude,
Now,
I didn't get an article for my DUI.
back then, or
I got an article.
Yeah.
That would have been right around the time of the change, because I got my first one in 02 or 03, and that was what, 04?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
November 04.
That was point 08 by then.
But I like how it says I waived the preliminary hearing. That's legal wherewithal.
Yeah.
That's legal chess right there. I waived the preliminary hearing. So that shows that I'm legally like smart. And then it also mentions that I passed the alphabet portion of the test.
Where do you want me to start? L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they made me go backwards from Z. I don't remember, but I passed it. And then just in a simpler time, I would have been let go at that point.
Yeah.
In the 70s, would have been, well, fair play, young man.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Do me a favor and slow down.
Yeah, slow down. Let me follow you home. My dad told me a story, and there's a million stories like this, where like he fell asleep at a stop sign, and the cop just rolled up and was like, "Oh, wake up. Let me follow you home. Make sure you get home safe, son."
Yeah. He told me a story about your dad, and rest in peace. Just look, man, like fucking, I don't know if you want to talk about it here, but parked car on the hood of the car, like, you remember that story you told me?
Oh, it's foul.
It's fucking great though.
Yeah.
We'll
I
talk about
don't
it
remember
another day.
I don't remember everything about it. But like when my dad had a period of time after he had split from my mom, he'd been split for years, and before he was married again, where he was like banging tons of women. He was meeting them at Club Manhattan, it was called, or Shark Club or whatever. Club Manhattan.
Yeah.
He had a crew of dudes. I remember like when the O.J. Simpson trial was happening. This is when he was still at the house. I don't mean to throw him under the bus, but this is worth noting. When when parents split, normally the dad leaves the house and lets the wife and children stay.
It's the right thing to do. Yeah.
He told us to leave, and he stayed in the house. So we moved to East Lansdowne and with my grandmother.
East LA.
He stayed in the house. And I remember when the O.J. Simpson trial was going on, he had a group of dudes that would hang there drinking beers watching the trial. And then at night, they'd go out to the clubs, and I guess my dad was pretty successful meeting chicks. And he had all these raunchy stories where he would tell us about banging these women. And it was kind of like, I think he thought it was cool, but at the same time, it was like, dude, like this is kind of disrespectful to us and mom. But he was kind of too tone deaf to realize like that it was touchy. Right. And he had the one story, and it's foul, but like he apparently made love to a lady on the hood of a car, and his excrement stained or somehow caused some kind of like mark on the hood where like they needed to get it cleaned off at the dealership, and it became like a big joke, like at the dealership where he worked at.
Yeah.
Where he, I don't know, apparently blew a load on the hood, and it was just kind of like you could
stained.
Yeah. You could tell it. I don't know. He had another story too, where the lady was riding him in the bed that my parents whatever
Had you.
Yeah. And she stood up, I guess, while they were switching athletic positions. And she hit her head on the ceiling fan that was turning and fractured her skull. Ooh. And that was another story that he loved telling, like my friends too. We'd be like hanging out and he'd be like,
imagine
Elisa
how hot it was in there
Jody.
for him to have it at fucking the highest setting.
Dude, he had a pipe. He had a pipe bird, yeah.
For an Irish guy, he always had like chains and stuff, like crosses and stuff, like necklaces. Like he was jive.
Yeah.
In his day.
Yeah.
But he would tell that story and like the girls and your friends would be around and stuff.
And he would make sure they were around. Yeah, he was so perv, dude.
Yeah.
He'd make sure like Jody was around, Elisa was around. He'd make sure like they heard about his exploits.
Jody's my sister, and she was a rapper in your rap group for a short period of time when they were in like early high school.
Verse.
Yeah, what was it again? It was hard as fuck.
They're hard as fuck. Don't be fooled by the pretty face. I'll fuck your dad, kill your mom, and leave without a trace is the only rhyme that I remember.
Dude, but after that,
I'll fuck your dad. Like she's the one in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, she's not doing it. Yeah,
She's not getting fucked.
No.
She'll fuck your dad.
Yeah.
Like she's the one.
Kill
She
your
was
mom.
Cardi B before Cardi B.
Yeah,
And leave it out of
kill your
trace.
mom. Yeah, and then she's not even sticking around. The fact that someone died doesn't bother her.
No.
She's like without a trace. She's not leaving anything.
Right. Whoa. It's business as usual.
Yeah, this was before I was a musician, so that might have been my like.
And she nailed the dad.
Yeah,
She didn't lay there and get nailed. She nailed the dad somehow.
Yeah.
She set the
That's
pace.
beautiful songwriting. There's Bob Dylan, there's Bruce Springsteen, and then there's Jody Barks.
We were great rappers. We really were.
You were a great rapper.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, like I used to like your rhymes. I was there's a rapper that I follow on Instagram, and he's pretty huge now, but he's big in the Philadelphia community. He's OT the Real.
Yeah.
And I used to work with his manager, but I was really into him because I'm into like ARAB and all the Philly rappers on like the local scene. And I was so into him that I wrote him a message on Instagram and told him that I really like what you're doing. Your vibe is urgent. And I thought I was really connecting with him, and he would like see that or like see my picture with a guitar and know that I was a musician too. Dude just said read and not answered. And I just thought about it. I'm like, what the fuck did I say? I'm like, that's not even cool.
Imagine him reading that. He probably showed it. Like,
Yeah, this
look.
guy's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Your vibe is urgent.
He was at Skinny Joey's Cheesesteaks. Those dudes crack me up. Snuff and Joey Merlino.
Yeah.
They
I watch all their shit.
Yeah, so they've got the new cheesesteak spot down by the sports complex. They had a post the other day, and I was fucking dying. And they come on, Snuff's the younger guy who I don't know his connection. I could probably Google it.
No, he's South Philly.
His dad was probably
His dad
friends
was
with Joe.
connected, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's a neighborhood guy. But he goes, yeah, Joey. And Joey goes, yeah, this fucking fat rat. Like he
hates him.
He's 60-some, and he's talking shit. It's a beef video.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, that fat rat.
But he's right.
Want to talk shit about us? Want to say that you're trying to come look for us? You want to come find us? Okay. Saturday, 4 o'clock. We're going to be at the corner of blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Come see us.
Yeah.
Come see us and see what's up.
Do you know the story?
I don't know the story, but
the guy
fucking
ended up
calling
getting
someone out?
Yeah, but he ended up going and getting his ass kicked. The guy
Really?
Hootie, yeah. I watch all that stuff. These guys from
I
New
watch
York,
and laugh.
these guys from New York, Gene Borello and this dude Hootie, just all they do is talk shit, and they're rats. They literally ratted on their people. They were
Are you taking sides?
yeah, oh yeah, I'm on Skinny Joey's side, big time.
right.
Yeah, they're total rats, and they just go around talking shit on people after they ratted on people, and then they go after Joey Merlino and all that. And they went and saw him at the cheesesteak place, and the guy ended up getting his ass kicked. And he got his ass kicked, like totally knocked out and beat up by everybody.
These guys are all in their 60s, right?
No, just Joey. The rest of them are in their 30s or 40s.
Wait, too old.
Well, he's not fighting. Joey's not fighting. The younger ones are. But anyway,
These guys are older than 17, though.
yeah, they're not kids. Yeah. But they're spinning it to where the guy that got jumped is like knocked somebody out before he got jumped, and it's just people talking shit like they won.
I respect
and they
that.
won.
That's
Yeah.
what I would say.
Yeah, seems like you're on New York side in this and not Philly's.
No, I'm. I almost said I'm neutral. No, I'm Philly because I wear the hat.
Yeah, you do.
I'm a Phillies fan, but it's mostly to ride for my city.
Yeah, we don't talk. Yeah, we're pro Skinny Joey here.
Yeah, we're pro Skinny Joey. The beef talk is so funny though. Like beefing,
But that's what YouTube
like not
is.
taking the higher road.
Yeah.
Like to know about it, just be like, yeah, whatever. But to be like, you know what? Let's make a video and let's throw it out
Yeah.
and tell them where we're going.
Well, that's what it is. It's like what's going on now in Philly. It's cheesesteak wars. Like they're all like talking shit on Pats and all that. Like it's just they're going back and forth. And YouTube it's just like this big, especially in MobTube. That's all the old mobsters that all like are on YouTube now. They just all talk shit about each other, and it's all to drive up numbers, I guess. You know,
Can you grab me a real one?
Try to get views.
Thanks. I don't mean to boss you around or anything. I think I was polite about it. But the Heineken Zero's for another week. The cheesesteak wars.
Yeah.
So funny. It's all good. Like, it's all good. You can talk shit on Pat's. Here's the thing, right? Pat's and Gino's are the tourist traps.
Mm-hmm.
If you live in the city or in the surrounding areas, you know that neither of them are the best. But I've said this a million times.
Close that? It always looks better on the video. Yeah.
I've said this a million times. They're not the best, but they're pretty good. And if you're visiting the city, absolutely go to Pat's and Gino's. It's an experience.
Yeah.
You can get a better one, but you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, they're open 24 hours too. That's like the draw.
I mean, and it's fun, and it's like just the whole. It's like taking a picture with Big Ben or like taking a picture at the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Like. Get a cheesesteak there, but then maybe if you're here for a long weekend,
you're not getting.
Then get one somewhere else.
Know that you're not
like it's not like it's bad. It's good.
You're also in the what's it called, the Italian market. So,
you're not getting the best. You're not getting the best cheesesteak there. But that is the experience. I mean, there's better cheesesteaks in Delaware County. I think. I mean, I love Leo's.
100%.
I love Leo's. Leo's gets no respect anymore. I think they used to win the best of Philly in the '90s, and then ever since, like they're not even mentioned.
Everyone's figured out everyone's cracked the code.
Yeah.
Like I would say 10 years ago, there was maybe like 5 spots in and around the city that were elite, absolute elite cheesesteaks. Mm-hmm. Look, you can get a cheesesteak at a mom and pop pizzeria and it's cheese and meat and roll. It's going to be good.
Femi's is great. Yeah.
You can poke holes in it if you're really like being hard about it.
Yeah.
And you can say, oh, well, this could be better. This could be better, but it's good. It's always going to be good.
Yeah.
So there was like 5 places that were elite like 10 years ago. But now I would say there's 60 or 70, and like a lot of these you've never even heard of before.
Right.
But you get a nice seeded roll, you get the ribeye, you get the Cooper Sharp, seasoned right, and it's going to be elite.
Yeah.
Where maybe there was 5 places 10 years ago, there's many places now.
Yeah, I don't have that palate to where I really even understand what's like. Once it's good, it's great to me.
Right.
Like every meal that's just good is great. It's the best meal. Like depending on like my mood, it's all the same. I'm not a critic when it comes to. I wish I was. I wish I knew the difference.
Yeah, like it's also our upbringing and our age too. Like we didn't come from the era where it was like, oh, my kids will only eat diced peaches with chicken fingers, and oh, if we're going to this restaurant, oh, do you have this on the menu? Can you make her buttered noodles?
Yeah, that didn't exist. Yeah,
that didn't exist. So we ate whatever was put in front of us back then. We didn't develop a palate because we never were given the opportunity to.
Yeah,
you ate whatever was the fuck on your plate. It was about like. It was a utility. It wasn't a choice. It was just you fucking ate it.
Yeah.
So like none of us are going to turn our nose up at dick. We're going to eat it and we're going to like it because it's food.
I never understood that too. Like when I've been in places where like a mother cooks something and the kid's like, no. And I'm thinking, I'm looking at them like, how do you even say that? Even if you thought that, like somebody just made you this meal. It's fucking amazing.
I'm not saying this is right. But when I was like very young, 9 or 10, I saw Brussels sprouts on TV and I really wanted to try them.
Yeah.
So my mom bought Brussels sprouts at the store and made them for me. And I tried them and it was like lunchtime one day and I tried them. I took one bite. I didn't like it. My dad made me sit at the table all day long until it was done.
Oh, you wanted to be a good guy that day?
I mean, you might maybe say that's kind of mind games, abusive, whatever. You could have very easily said, already tried it, didn't like it, just throw it out. But I had to sit there. It was just, the thing was, nothing we will put in front of you will hurt you. So it's like, you have to fucking eat it.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to play these games. You're not getting the dino nuggets. Right. You know, this is our fucking dinner.
Yeah.
So like, any cheesesteak we're going to eat, we're going to enjoy. That's the era we're from. That's where we're from.
Speaking of Brussels sprouts, Marple Pub. I went to the Marple Pub by myself one night. I don't always do that, but my gig at the Trophy got canceled.
The fans must have been really excited.
They were there.
Anyone just
oh, wow, he's by himself. Whoa. But they didn't. It just opened, so
we should say hi.
They didn't have wings yet, and I was like, oh man, I had my heart set on getting wings, a beer and some wings, and then the bartender said, try our Brussels sprouts, our fried Brussels sprouts. And I'm like, I'm not a fan. She's like, if you don't like them, I'll pay for them. That's how good they are. I had them. They were unbelievable. And right away,
that's cool.
My brain starts spinning like, oh, I'm getting a free meal out of this. It was so good. I was like, listen, it was unbelievable. Like I can't even take the free meal. I'm like, I'll pay for these Brussels sprouts. And ever since, I'll get Brussels sprouts all the time. But I didn't like them as a kid either. They say your palate changes every 7 years. So what you didn't like 7 years before, yeah, I mean, I know as a kid I didn't get onions or tomatoes on my hoagies, but now I get everything: onions, tomatoes, lettuce,
peppers.
Yeah, hot peppers.
Hot peppers, nice.
And pickles and all that.
Ooh.
Sometimes if I don't want it too loaded, I won't get onions.
They can be too loaded.
Yeah,
if
so
you're getting all that shit.
Yeah, so the tomatoes sometimes I'll go without them, but they're great.
Yeah,
but
especially
I did
nice and seasoned.
Yeah, but I didn't like them as a tyke.
I'm trying to think of something that I like recently that I didn't like before, and I can't. I'll try anything.
Really,
everyone knows that. I'll try anything.
Yeah. I mean,
behind closed doors.
I mean, you've eaten pussy from fucking things that I wouldn't fucking even look twice at.
Man.
So
it's all love.
It is all love.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try whatever. What? The only thing I really don't like are olives. I don't like olives. But if olives if olives are in a dish, I'll eat them.
You'll eat them.
Yeah. Big pet peeve of mine. Party mix, right? You buy party mix, whether it comes in the jug, whether it comes in the bag.
And
right?
people pick and choose.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. Here's my take on party mix. You can't pick and choose what you like from the party mix. You have to just take a handful and you have to just trust the formulation that they developed. It's not up to you to pick out the little bits
the
that you like.
Yeah.
You have to just get a handful of it. You get what you get. And you just have to enjoy the formulation that is presented to you.
I think
party mix.
I think more people than half probably do pick that. I think the way you say it, I agree with that. Like, it makes sense.
I'm very persuasive.
But I think people with party mix, a lot of people pick what they like.
I'm on team Hef on that one.
Yeah, I think I am too.
But
when
also,
it's explained like
I'm
that,
a
it's
fat
like,
ass, so I mean, I think that's why I don't mind
whoa,
having
you're working on that.
And it's the same thing. Like, I don't like olives, right? But if I come to your restaurant,
why? Because they're black.
Right.
No, they're also green, Mike.
Okay, all right.
But like, say we were here and say your beautiful bride makes us dinner, and hint, we've been here for how many episodes now, and we've never had that.
And we would love that.
But let's just assume in a world that happens. And if she were to make us a nice dish, maybe next week.
Yeah.
If she were to make us a nice dish and olives were part of it, I would eat it because it's part of the dish that was prepared for me. And I will eat the olives in the context of the plate that I'm given. Yeah. And I won't let it ruin it. And I might even say the olives were a nice touch. I don't love them, but whatever.
Ooh.
And that just comes back to the upbringing. Like, I just wasn't taught to pick and choose. I was taught to be thankful for every meal.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we need to get back to as a human race.
As a human race.
As a culture, American culture.
Or respect the time put in. I mean, somebody... Yeah, especially like our women, like it goes overlooked that like nightly they're putting together something for people, like, that with care. If they're doing that with care, at least the least I could do is, positive reinforcement.
Because if nothing else, we advocate for the women here on Hoagie Time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the work that they're putting in their kitchens for us.
The work they're putting in for us.
Yeah, I'm not a big olive guy, but in that context, I will eat them.
Olive juice. Remember that when people would say that? Olive juice. Did you say I love you? Olive juice. Olive juice.
Yeah, if you just mouth to her olive juice, and if she's not receptive to it, you didn't say I love you,
exactly.
Which is olive juice, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Now get back to the pussy test and let's rub our fingers 100 times on your arm, till it bleeds and scars. I was in the HT. I thought of you yesterday. I took an ambulance ride yesterday morning.
You all right, buddy?
Everything's great. Everyone's good. My son woke up with croup and he couldn't breathe, and it happens.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it happens. It used to happen a lot more. We kind of thought he outgrew it, but like 5:30 in the morning, Megan was working, and he woke up. He's like, "Dad, I can't breathe," and
oh my God. That's so scary.
It's a sound that you'll never forget. And
it's Strider. It's called Strider. He has a floppy airway.
How long did you like? How do you do? Like, what do you do right away? Call.
What do I do? Yeah, what do I do right away? I go, all right, calm down, and I take him into the bathroom and I turn on the hot shower to get some steam going, and then I call Megan on FaceTime. Yeah, she's at work, and I'm like, yo, Michael's going through an episode, and she's like, let me see him, and I'm like, I already saw him. I'm telling you, he's doing it. I remember saying this to her. I was like, I need action steps. Like, you're not like, the time to like diagnose I've done it.
Yeah.
I need action steps. Because she's a pediatric nurse. She's extremely savvy with all that shit. And of course it happened when she wasn't there, but She hung up and called our next door neighbor, who's also a nurse, and she ran over and confirmed, like, yeah, this is, and I called 911. I call 911 every so often. I am extremely, what's the word I'm looking for?
Particular?
No. When I call 911, I'm extremely, I enunciate clearly to make sure that they know the address.
You do that a lot of time. Like
Yeah.
you're like when you want to get your point across, you articulate, like, kind of
Yeah.
bit condescending sometimes, but hey, it's the way you do it.
Yeah. I'd be great at like high level customer service, like
Yeah.
concierge.
No,
shit.
I said this, sir. The ticket, like you'll make
because
sure
if you're not on board with me, I assume that you're deficient mentally.
Yeah,
and I need to slow it down.
Yeah,
so you
slow
can
it
keep
down
up.
for the people. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, hey, look, like, 9-year-old boy, breathing issue. Here's my address. They came and
How long?
Michael, too long. But he went down and he took his inhaler, and that helped him a little bit. And then we waited out front for them to come, and they came. And then they were great.
Where'd they take you?
Bryn Mawr Hospital.
Bryn Mawr? Oh,
Yeah.
that far for
Well, there's nothing
Yeah,
around
there's
here.
no Springfield Hospital anymore, and Megan works at, so when she met us there when we got there, I mean, they were great, but yeah, it's been a really long time. The last time I was in an ambulance, I told the story here, I had vertigo and I threw up on the EMT.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets.
Jesus Christ, Billy just threw up on me. I'll never forget that.
So he gets there. Was it by the time he gets
By the
there?
time he got there, he was
fine?
cool.
Okay,
Yep,
cool.
Yep. Because
Awesome.
they gave
That's
him.
great to hear.
Because what he needs is called a. I'm not gonna
Positive role male figure.
something epi, like a epi.
EpiPen.
Not an EpiPen. It's like a cerebral. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But it's a type of medicine that you can't have at home. It can only be administered at the hospital or in the ambulance. And even 2 years ago, they didn't have it in the ambulance, but they have it now. So they gave it to him. He puts the mask on and he breathes it in. By the time we got to the hospital, he was okay, and we were discharged.
Good. I mean, I'd
within
have
an
to be-
hour or so. But
That had to be scary.
it was scarier when he was little.
Yeah.
And it was like he's fucking turning purple,
and he couldn't
no one's here
articulate
yet.
how he feels and
Did you
stuff
have
like now.
a monitor when he was an infant? Like if he was, he would stop.
He was
breathing?
never an infant. Have you seen the kid?
He's big.
He came
man.
out big. Baby.
Okay, so
He's built
when
like a
he was
college
when he was a
baseball player. He's
toddler, when he was a toddler at 1 month old, did you guys have like a apnea monitor on him or no?
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
yeah, that's the.
I've never been in an ambulance myself.
Really?
I've been to the hospital a few times.
And you live a pretty high risk lifestyle.
Yeah, but never did the ambulance trip. I always, was worried, about like, how much are they going to get me for this? So I would drive myself to the hospital a few times, but luckily
I
nothing
actually
too
ended up
serious
at
like
Bryn
that.
Mawr 3 months ago. It was a rainy day. And
Oh, I like the way you set that
it
up.
was a rainy day.
It's a rainy
and of
day
course,
in Soho.
Yeah, some idiot left a 50-pound delivery from WB Mason out in the rain, and I'm like, okay, it's pouring rain. I open the door and I lift and I slip, and all of a sudden I
over your
had
dock?
crushing chest pain. I'm like, did I just lift? Because I'm left-handed, so I lift up the package and I have crushing pain from my left side of my chest because the way I lifted it and got off balance, and it went right down my arm. I'm like, oh crap.
What hand do you play guitar with?
Both.
Ooh, HT.
Yeah, but the problem is I can only play a couple chords and get them in tune when I'm the guy just setting you guys up.
Yeah, you're a sound guy.
Yeah,
yeah,
really.
yeah,
Everyone listening at home is like jotting down, like, okay, HT had a heart attack scare. Maybe I will change my Hoagie Time heart attack pool.
Yes.
Yeah, HT. Yeah.
No, so I
that's
walked
what we
in
should do. A
and
pool for
I
us three.
partially separated
Yeah.
my shoulder.
Yeah, pool for us three. Who's going to die first?
Oh, it's probably me.
I don't think so. It could be. I think
Probably
me.
me. We all think.
We all think.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I think it's so good. We're all at minus 110. Like we're all equal.
Oh, and I'm learning about
Yeah, we're all minus 110. There's
We're
no
all
fucking
favorites.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I
you
will
need to
say
put
this,
up
shout out
110
Bryn
to
Mawr,
win
man. They
100?
were
You got
great.
no. You put up 100 to lose 110. So it's all equal. It's basically what I'm saying. Like if I came in, like if I'm minus 140, I'm dying. If he's plus 300, he's got the least chance. But I think we're all like a straight bet. Minus 110's a straight bet.
We're basically a money line right now, right?
Yeah,
That would
straight
be,
bet money line.
So I got pretty deep into FanDuel a couple years ago, where I had to self-exclude from gambling.
Oh, I can never do that because the next day you're like, fuck.
Well, I went in like I'm banned for like I self-banned for 5 years, I think. So I can't gamble. If I were to go into a casino, facial recognition, they would come and get
know
me.
who you
And
are. Wow.
Apparently,
that takes a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
fucking strength to do
However, I found a loophole. I can gamble on crypto meme coins. Meme coins are released. Fake ass like not big, but like fake ass Bitcoins. Like the coin could be called Money Mike.
Yeah.
And it just like there's like 5 of them every minute that get released. And if you kind of like, I'm pretty fluent with the crypto game. If you can kind of throw your money in and like let it rise and then pull out before it gets rugged.
Yeah.
Meaning like they just rug pull
it out.
then you can make some money. I made.
That's your thing?
Yeah. Fuck. I don't want to talk politics, and I don't want to get into I don't want to get into the Charlie Kirk thing at all and whatever. But I downloaded this app, and it was betting on these crypto meme coins. And I was 5 minutes into the app, and Charlie Kirk got shot. Oh. And I didn't know. I didn't hear the news. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I see these meme coins start popping up called Charlie. And I'm throwing 10 here, 10 here, 10 here.
Yeah.
I made $800.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not knowing anything.
They just started going, and I'm like, I got off the app for a second. I looked at the news. And I was like, oh man, Charlie Kirk got shot. But like, people just take advantage of whatever meme is happening at the time, and they just like make a coin. It's just gambling. Like they're not even designed to like.
How much do you got to put in to make that kind of return? $5-10, or are you putting in 20, 25?
20, 25.
Okay.
And it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. And like, apparently the people that are like super in that game that have like multiple monitors up.
Right.
And they just scour Twitter and they just wait for a meme to happen. Like any kind of, like when Trump released his coin, like it went sky high, and like these dudes know that like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I just happened to download this app 20 minutes before it happened.
Whoa.
And like,
Is that
just
like what
watched
happened to
things go up
Hawk
and
Tour?
up.
Because I'm not
the
familiar.
Hawk Tour, yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so like I'm not familiar with like what this thing is. So that's what happened. She said, "I'm releasing this," and then all of a sudden it.
Well, when the
And then they
bottom
rug
fell
it.
out, like they kind of
So the
blamed her,
rug
but
pull
she
is
didn't know
somebody
nothing about
buys it and then says, "F you, I got it to." Let's say it was $1, and they get it to 10, and then they.
Yes, and it's such a gray area. Like it's such a new like landscape that like there's no laws in place. So
it's unregulated.
So be on the lookout for the Hoagie Time coin
Yes.
that we're gonna start pumping.
That's pump and dump, pump and dump.
Pump and dump. But yeah, like we can make the HT coin, the Money Mike coin, and like just if people start buying, then you just fucking pull it out.
make a few
and
bucks.
just walk.
Yeah.
And like I don't think you can even be prosecuted for it because there's just like there's no regulations in place.
It's new.
It's
too
the
new.
Wild West.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like if you're able to kind of yank your money back out, like you're like, fuck it. I'm gonna throw up $100 just to make 10.
Yeah.
You watch it go up 10 and you pull it out before it gets rugged. Then that's what you're doing.
10% return on anything. That's a freaking.
This wet my
great
whistle
day,
a little
you know?
bit talking about this.
Yeah,
I'm going to
dude,
look
you get a
into
little
it.
chub going. But yeah, so I
Half a semi.
can't gamble in the traditional sense, but I found a loophole. And
Wow.
well, of course, and then like the next day, I thought I had like the key to life figured out, and of course, I worked it back down. But,
yeah.
You know,
like
I was
you show
up.
me a guy that's walked away while they're up, and I'll fucking tell you. I haven't found him.
I thought, hey, I was like,
Yeah,
you know, finger to the cheek, like I'm like this visionary in my own head.
When I won
like,
all
I
that,
know what's
when
going
I
on.
won all that in like October, November, when I won that big run on blackjack, I thought there was a glitch in the system because maybe I was so tired at the time, or like it was early in the morning. Like
That was like a 30.
It was big, but I was winning, and I like in my head. Like every third or fourth time, a certain card would come back, and I thought I had it on like a fucking like a 7-hand thing where all the same shit was happening. So I'm like, oh my god, I caught a glitch in the system. Like that's why like I thought something was wrong, and I better fucking make it here. Like, and I went all the way up there, and then obviously, I guess there wasn't a glitch. I was just kind of getting hot.
And then your nut is just free money, and then the bets start becoming 100, 200 a hand.
Oh yeah, I was doing 500 a hand at one towards the end. Yeah,
Man.
but it was wild. It was, but
So exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting. My adrenaline, like, I thought I found a glitch in the system, and I thought there might have been for like a good half an hour where I caught like a pattern, but obviously it went the other way too. But that's hard not to talk political also, but that Charlie Kirk thing, man, did you see it? Like I've never seen somebody shot like that and blood kind of like, not just like kind of squirt out, but pulsate out.
It's such a hot button issue. Like we can, like I've never seen that. Like I'm almost like.
It's horrible. It's a horrible thing that happens.
It's horrible.
You can't
It's
kill
horrible.
people.
It's horrible. And look, I'm vocally left online, and I need to pull it back, and I get it. But I was on Facebook the night that Charlie Kirk passed, And no one wants to see any kind of political violence. For anyone that thinks the left is like cheering that shit on, nobody wants to see anyone die. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I posted something on Facebook trying to be funny. And it was in poor taste. I didn't say, fuck you, Charlie Kirk. I said the real tragedy today is how hurting this platform is how corny fucking Facebook is.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And I had multiple people come at me. I had a dude in my inbox going, I fucking screenshotted that, you fucking coward. Because I took it back. Like, people came at me right away, and I was like, oh. I pushed a button that I just don't want to.
Yeah, it's. I've never gained a friend being anything.
It's just so stupid.
I was spewing my opinion online and all that, and I have opinions, but like now I don't do it anymore because it never made me look wise. It never made me look. It never gained me a friend. It never. And probably when I was doing it, I thought maybe like, oh, people will think or about this or whatever, and it never. It just wasn't. It just never.
I get caught up in it. Like anyone else.
It wasn't the vehicle for that. And once I realized that, I have a peace about it now, to where like I don't get involved in it, and I don't care like I used to. And I feel like when you care and you're kind of putting it out online there, you're just setting yourself. Nobody's thinking like, oh, how wise was that? They're just thinking like, wow, that. And I look back at it, and it's dumb. Some of the shit that I said was dumb, and like I just don't believe, in being vocal about anything anymore when it comes to politics. It's
Did you guys both see a Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Never.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the catch. It's like they didn't know what the internet was, and then all of a sudden they see the comments. So at the end of the movie, it's like, hey, man, were you, Hot Cox 069? He goes, yeah. Punch, because they said like the Chronic sucks. It's like it was kind of funny because they spent their movie money. Going and
basically goes back to the point where and all those posts where you think, wow, like it really hits a home with you, and it, like, wow, that really makes sense. When you put it out there, it doesn't have that effect on everybody's going through something different at the time, so it's not having that same effect when it hit you when you read it that it will on everybody else. And once I realized that, I was like, I don't want to upset people I love. Like, and I don't want and whether I feel this way or not, like I realize people react differently than I would react. So I don't want that. I don't ever think that what I said was like ever came back like a year later if I saw it that it was like so wise. Yeah. So I was just, I like feeling the way I feel and just trying to love people, man.
Exactly. So like, I'm going to pull it back. I think what we can all agree on is what we all need to realize is when stuff like this happens, then we have neighbors going at neighbors and friends going at friends. I think at the end of the day, what we all need to realize is we're all being played. People are trying to divide us. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, all we have is our friends. All we have is our neighbors. All we have is our communities. And when there's something that happens across the country or whatever, of course it matters. But like, everything is such a powder keg right now, and social media is so entrenched in what we are that there are people that are super smart out there and that actually are behind the curtain and that know what the data means and that knows what the trends are and that billions of dollars are behind this shit. They're just trying to divide us. So it's just, and I'm speaking to myself as much as I'm speaking to anyone else. We have to realize that. Yeah. Like they're just trying to divide us.
Yeah.
And all we have is each other. All we can worry about is our house, our family, our neighborhood, our community, and just try to be good to one another.
Yeah.
Because when something like that happens and you have neighbors going at neighbors and friends going at friends, and even someone like me coming out and trying to be funny, but knowing that it's going to touch a nerve or whatever, like it's just fucking stupid at the end of the day, and it's getting exhausting. Yeah, I'm exhausted.
All you can control is your house. Mow your lawn on Sundays. Fucking take care of your people, and don't get involved in all that, and don't think that because a liberal did this or a conservative did that's how everyone on that side feels. Like everybody is more right in the middle. There's 90% of us that just are all the fucking same, that just want to take care of our people. We want to have ice cream once in a while. Like that's what we are as Americans at our best. And we
all want our money to go further. Mm-hmm. We all want to make more money. We all want to live in a safe country. We all want to just fucking kill it. And we all want to see everyone else succeed. And we have to be careful of the powers that be trying to divide us over dumb fucking social media shit.
And what's wrong is wrong, and political violence is fucking wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And I don't care who did it. It's wrong. And it doesn't matter what side that person was on, and like that now you're in this camp. Like, no, like that guy was wrong. You don't kill people. And that's where it stops. Like, or, you know, and you want to get more involved in like, oh, but he thought this and he was this, like, and that's what you are. Like, no, man, like just take people as people and what, you know, who they are, and stop trying to put us in camps.
It's a shame that 9/11 had to happen. It's a shame 9/11 happened. But if you're going to find like the silver lining in that storm cloud, it's that how it brought us together. And like after 9/11, we were all Americans. And we are still all Americans. Mm-hmm. And
especially me in football.
Especially Mike in football.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be you're a fucking liberal, you're a fucking conservative, and it's been that way.
Yeah.
And it's the powers that be trying to fucking, because in Delco, and you know, in Delco, we're all the same. Mm-hmm. You know, we're all pretty much the same. We're the same working class people that want to see our families do well and our friends do well. And me included, too much of us are taking the bait and trying to perpetuate the fucking bullshit.
And if you look at the words like liberal and conservative, they become such fucking sting words that you use as like that people use as like insults. You take both words at their definition; they're both good. Like it, depending on like what, you know, they're both. There's no negative connotation to both when you look at the definition. But they've become this thing where we attack the other side with that. But like no, I'm like that. There's no evil in being a liberal. There's no evil in conservative. Both of them, you know, in the right context is a good thing. So, but instead people fucking like, you know, demonize the word as like, this is what you are. Like, no, like look at the definition. There's nothing bad in that. You know, there's something like, you know, there's something good in both depending on the context.
I'll leave this with that. The Tom Hanks, when it was Black Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live, and he goes, who decides what happens? And he goes, clicks. He goes, it's all decided in the back end. And then, what is his name? Keenan goes, yes.
Yeah.
So we're not in charge of this crap.
Here.
Yeah. We can't continue to be played. It starts here, ladies and gentlemen.
And I won't be played.
It starts here with Hoagie Time. We won't be played. Money Mike won't be played. You guys all listen at home. We love you. And none of us can't be played anymore.